What's going on, Dallas, Texas? Welcome to Hip-HopKick, and welcome back as well, presented by Ghost, the official energy drink of Hip-HopKick. I'm the one and only guy with good rhymes and good vibes, Kuomoko, joined by Salty Boy. I like to say Salt Boy because, I don't know, it just hits different. How you feeling today, bro? Because we were at Texas Showdown months ago.
We are?
Now we're back here for Hip-HopKick. It's always good to work with you, bro.
Absolutely. It's I don't have any special title. I'm Salty Boy, if you want to include the accent. The names aren't completely correct. I guess I'm Kuomoko. You're Combo.
Yeah. I'm Combo now. I like to do combos, you know what I'm saying?
But I like that you mentioned Texas Showdown, right?
Yeah.
Because we're here, Hip-HopKick, BlazBlue Central Fiction, top 6.
Yeah, because much love to locals. When I came out to Suplex yesterday night, I was having a blast. I was like, God damn, this is the most fun I ever had. And the most fun we are about to witness right now is the set going into this. Swirly Glasses was also one of your top 8 competitors within Texas Showdown last year. And we also have Dark Souls 2, the winner of Texas Showdown, here right now.
Chick Zamba also making it to top 8
as well.
Top
so 3, too.
We're seeing a lot of very similar things happening here. Lots of very similar players showing up here at top 6. But it looks like our players will be getting into it. No, button check just immediately swinging for the fences. And this is going to be actually a very tough matchup here for Tench here because Susano, very susceptible when it comes to zoner-type characters like Nine. So finding a way to get in is going to be quite difficult with that run startup. Yeah, and not to mention you have to deal with Swirly. Okay, the thing is these two have always played so much. They're so used to each other's habits. But Tench understands how to, usually maneuver and navigate through Nine's movement, her buttons, because she has some very big buttons, bigger than Susano because they reach further. But the thing is you have to be mindful of her stocks. She has rock that she just used, and now after this combo, you have the whole mix for a minute. She does have meteors coming through. Tench trying to run away, create some space, because now we're at that long distance. That's what Tench wants right now. Breathe a little bit, but as soon as you try to go in, Nine's like, nah, I don't want to play that game no more. Stay out of my face. And Swirly and Tench play so often that they're just comfortable with each other's timing and matchup. That's why they're just running it right now. And they were just playing casuals earlier before the top 6. So they're more than accustomed with how this is going to go right now. And I'm also really happy that we're so willing to go for that guard cancel as well from Nine, right? Continuing to deny Susano those seals is so important in this matchup. Denying the slide, denying the sword, and even denying the DP. Though it is a bit of a not as strong option in this matchup because of how Nine can outspace Susano a lot of the time.
And not to mention Nine has a DP of her own, right? So even trying so much to pressure Nine is sometimes a challenge in itself because when you notice her stocks, she's going to let it rip. She's going to look really bad on you. Good block on the mix right there from Tench. Does the OD, gets the 6B. Now we're about to see some big damage. 1, 2,
Not just yet, but what's really important about that OD right there is that we were able to get that slide off and able to unlock the slide later as well.
But the thing is, every time Susano lands a hit, even without seals, he's nearing 3K, almost to 4K. Given the right tools, he's going to get that shit to 4K, 5K. It's going to be there.
This should be enough here. RC into the 6B, into the super. As Tench should be able to clean this one up here with a first game. Actually, no, not first game win. Sorry, my bad.
Second round win. Second
round win. We're evening things up right off the bat here for winners finals.
Exactly. And it's been a very long day, guys. Everything's been pretty chill so far. Names are going to get switched in a second. Happens to the best of us. Now you got them swapped right now, just like we're swapping sides. But the OD stopping the 2C, which is a good thing to do in this matchup versus Susano. Again, that's experience. That's these two playing so much. And Tench's habits and Swirly's habits showcase. That's why they're 1-1 right now, neck and neck. These are super strong players from both scenes. Nice OD, does the 5A to start pressure, and already one's away. Does have DP seal and lock, but depending on how close Swirly gets, will it be worth it or not? That's the question. Block the mix.
I mean, look at the spaces that Nine is generally playing at. That DP going to be very hard to make it work here against Swirly, and I think Swirly knows that after this next sequence. Double overhead attempt coming through with that Navy pressure RC rock, and Tench blocking it all. Knowing that rock was in stock, and this rock now going to be extending this combo for Swirly. Super not going to be enough here because Tench is going to be popping that burst to get out of that combo. Swirly in a great position and just going to continue to try and zone out Tench.
Yep, and then zones out, they will. I will say one thing. I did like that Tench utilizing that 6A, rapid cancel 6A. It's a very underrated button to really use. I use it a lot, right? But I forget the rapid cancels there because it easily is telegraphed sometimes. Depending on the opponent you're fighting, they can just air dash over and get a free counter hit confirm. But that's not going to stop our boy Tench. Again, winners finals, first to 3, so they got to duke this out all the way through up to the very end. And right now, Tench is back into the hot seat, trying to get control of the match. But Swirly, again, playing that distance, playing in that range of their own box. Nice JC on the way down. And we're just having a bunch of people just step on everything around us, but it's a wonderful day, bro.
Yeah,
regardless.
But here's the thing is, if you create too much space against Tench without that pressure to back it up, then it's going to allow Tench to be able to unlock some of those seals for free, like that slide that we saw right there. So now we're kind of set, right? We got some of our most important seals unlocked. We got the DP, we got the spin, we got the slide. I think we probably want to see the sword as well, but we're not going to be seeing it just yet, as Swirly is going to be bursting out of that combo. Also has active flow as well, so we'll be building up that OD pretty fast.
God, you saw how high he was? That hit him. And then the invalid combo for the blue beat. He has 4 seals unlocked. Goes for the Grand Viper right there. RCs to keep the pressure. Doesn't even want to use a drive normal yet. Even though Swirly is coming up on OD right now, would be a good time to use it during block streams, but now we got our burst back, we got our options, and then a 5C on the other side. You know what's funny? Swirly was looking at me as I did that, but he was like, why don't you do that some more often? He told that to Tench. They're listening. They were listening.
Interesting. Okay, going for that immediate burst, Swirly glasses, wanting out of that position, and that anti-air from Tench, unfortunately not able to find that combo, but we do find the 6D God Press. Do it right now. Do it right now.
Do it.
Do it
Just
right
do
now.
it.
Do it
Just
right
do
now.
it.
Do it right
now. Let it rip.
Damn it, Tench! You didn't do it.
But he knew Swirly would have reacted to that button, although it would never be harmful to try it. And nice jumping, perfectly angled, goes for the 6B on Wake Up Oki, but guard assault, get away from me. Keeping that space, putting Swirly to that corner right now, low on a life, nice block on the 6C. RC's the -10 wheel, command grab. That's what you were looking for, Salty. And now we are at 1 hit away from death. Can Swirly dig it out? Nope. JC is stugging it out.
What were you saying about Swirly reacting to it?
I guess he didn't I guess he reacted to it in the worst way possible. Put it like that.
But just like that, Tench is going to be evening up the game count to a 1-1. Things are not going to be looking as easy here for Swirly Glasses despite that first game win. And because we are in winners finals, we need to get 3 wins to take the set and advance forward to grands. And Tench is looking to keep things going, getting the trophy a trophy as well for the stream. Why not?
He's got to be laughing at that after seeing that trophy pop up. I know he is. Nice jump, but immediately going into the throw. That's exactly what Swirly wanted, because you know you want to avoid that specific move, that wheel, man. It's annoying with 9. How do you deal with it? Well, you get hit with rock. Full combo here for Swirly. He's going to get the Oki after the ice. Knocks down.
Probably fairy.
Oh, that was a reset. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, no, doesn't go for the fairy here.
Okay.
Oh, there he goes. There's the fairy. Right.
Blocks
you had that
out.
last bit of the combo left. And, of course,
Navy
fairy
pressure.
locking you down. Close-up Navy pressure. We don't see it very often, but when you don't have rock available, that is an option that you can go for to try and jump scare Tench, because your overhead options can be a little bit limiting in terms of how much damage they do as well, because Navy pressure just has that flat-out damage that's going to be able to find you that win.
Liking that Tench is able to navigate through that in front of Swirly's face right now. 6B, good IB earlier, and then again getting caught with the 60. That's a jump scare at mid-range, and goes for the DP unlock. Actually, good call right there. Has some defensive options on your plate. 3C blocks the strain, and then there's another trophy like in slow motion.
Can we slow down the stream for just a little bit? See this Susanoo combo in all its glory.
Oh my God.
Spin, tries to go for the 60, but this time it's really going to be breaking right on through.
Oh, beautiful combo from Swirly here, but had the burst right there. Tench understanding that would have been a very ugly situation, especially with Swirly already a round up. 4 seals on Tench's side, trying to find a way in, sneakily inching closer, runs in, but Swirly ducking and bucking it and dodging it and weaving it, always able to get around this movement options from Tench right now. DP comes out, Fairy saved his life.
Yeah, expecting a teleport forward, but didn't find its mark there against Swirly. And there it is. Just let that 2C rip twice. Burst comes out from Swirly, wanting to take this round right here, right now.
Wait for it. 6B blocked it out.
Oh, no. We
JC,
do not want to be in this position.
The
6D blocks the overhead.
Oh, the RC. Yeah, block the rock. Keep it up, Tench.
Locking down this lane. Locking down this lane. And across the amethyst.
5-8 counter hit does the job for him. And Tench finally getting that second round. You could see on Swirly's video, it was like, man, what the hell? 12 seconds left on the clock, by the way. Those boys are thugging it out. You got no clue. Y'all have got no clue how dirty it gets down here in the south. Nice JC hitting and for a 6B or 5B follow right after that. Tench not going to let go of the offensive movement he's got going on here. Trying to inch closer and closer. but every time he gets close, a button comes right down on top of his head.
Yes, installing in the air too is so smart at that perfect range where we outspace that 2C, but not too far to where you can actually punish it afterwards as well as you drop right back on down. So great timing from Swirly Glasses and great spacing. And we continue to space out Tench, but there it is, 2C finally coming through. You're in the air, that 2C and anti-air is going to be an inevitability.
And I like that Tench is utilizing that 3C in his block strings because, again, that makes it safe and that makes it a little bit more true than some of his other buttons. 6B into 3C is a true block string. Nice RC on the 6D there. Having some meter for that available is always a bonus unless the person doesn't punish it. Again, minus 14 buttons. Some people don't recognize what that is. And this is a full combo here. Again, as you can tell, goes for the OD, has sword unlocked. I don't think that's it just yet. Hold up. He dropped it. He was trying to go for the good staircase. Swirly. Take control.
Flipping
Wait a
the
minute.
script here.
Drops are happening.
Flipping the script here.
Uh-oh.
Has OD available as well, but I don't think we'll be able to do too much with it. Just going to future-proof ourselves with the fairy because EA is certainly not going to be able to find the kill.
Ooh, same scenario like last time. Both players without burst. The air throw from so high up. I'm impressed that reached him.
Bro.
I'm impressed that reached him. What the hell? Yes!
Tench smelled blood in the water.
Yes,
Holy moly.
He said he was feeling good today before he got on to this. When he came up to me, he was like, guess who's in top 6? I'm feeling good. And that lets you know this man is ready for anything and everything. Always wanting to smoke like he the street profits.
You know what? I am not going to lie to you. When I was like inspecting top 6, I thought Tench was going to be in loser side.
Yeah.
I thought Tench was going to be in loser side. But no, he is here pressuring a 3-1 against Swirly Glasses right here, right now, but we haven't closed out just yet. Swirly Glasses is going to continue to fight back, lock down Tench here with the rain and the fairy. You cannot do anything, and that will be it. Swirly Glasses taking a very quick round right there, trying to bring us to that 2-2.
Stepping into round 2, like you just said, my man. 6B already does that round start because, again, he wants to see if it's going to catch Swirly jumping every now and then. You have seen it before in previous games or rounds where that button will hit you from very high up, and Susanoo will get a full combo for that. Nice 5-8 2-way stagger pressure, but got a little too greedy with too much stank on it. Got OD'd for that. Swirly on the 3 count with their burst meter. Susanoo is rocking the 1 count. 4 right now.
Rain. Filling up the entire screen. But yeah, great gunshot there from Tench coming through as Swirly Glasses was getting really cheeky. Is like, okay, I don't want to wait until the rain comes down and hoping that Tench doesn't press any buttons and I can go for something safely. Sets up the wheel of, sets up the doomsday clock here against Tench. If you do not find a hit here against Swirly Glasses, this is going to be it. And after this combo, Swirly Glasses can just back up and let this clock do the work. Almost dead. And that will be it. Just find that one last small hit there against Tench to take that win. And what a quick turn around to even us up yet again to that 2-2. Both of these players so close to each other. And what's crazy is that, you know, the fact that Tench has been able to improve so quickly in this game.
Adjusting and adjustments are super. You
right,
need
like
to always adjust.
2 years ago.
Yes.
You know, it wasn't like this.
Okay, was it always Swirly beating up on Tench? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah, I expect it. Especially on paper, this matchup is really, again, not good for Susanoo, so that also doesn't help. But as Susanoo players always will tell you this too, they have to adjust, they have to adapt, and that right there gives us a significant edge because, again, look at where Tench is at right now. Low health doesn't mean anything. Gets that sit for 5B.
Well, it probably means something, right? Especially if you have no seals unlocked as well, right? So that ability to snowball becomes a lot harder as you can make less mistakes.
Right. Well, speaking of mistakes, mistake right now is trying to roll away. Swirly Glasses getting the confirm so far away. If it looks like it doesn't work, it's going to work, and that's the crazy part about Nah. It's always going to be like that.
Yeah, so far it's been super back and forth, but suddenly, just like that, Swirly Glasses has taken 3 rounds in a row and is pressuring that last one to bring us to winner's side grand finals. Amethyst continuing to lock down that lane. Susanoo, not a character known for being able to take a very airborne approach, so has to approach from the ground most of the time.
Yeah, he can only ID for so long before he gets called out too many times. And just like that, good confirm from Swirly Glasses here. Going to get the Oki after the 3C right. Fairy set up. What are we trying to do with Swirly? What are we trying to do right now, Swirly? Trying to mix him up. Gets the J2A. All right. Gets the knockdown. No, misses it this time, but Rock will save the day, and that should almost be enough damage, but sudden cancellation. Sudden cancellation.
It's not over just yet. Swirly Glasses might have found that hit, but we do not find the win. Even on that hit either. Tench still alive. What can we do? We have our orb. We have our 6BR DP. What can we do here? We need to find that one last hit, that anti-air against Swirly. Anything at this point. Swirly Glass is running away, then moving back in, blocking the rock. Amethyst comes out, doesn't block that Navy pressure though. It has to respect the Navy, has to respect the Amethyst and the rock. We're blocking it all. Ted's still alive, but we can't find that hit.
He's trying so hard, and then a 2B at the end of it. Oh man, he's gonna seal the deal.
Like Tenj, Hollow really been putting in the work, and you can see it right here, paying it off at top 6. Hollow off to a great run, but will this be the end of that run, or will Chixama lose to Hollow? That is the question here, as we are in that first of 2 territory here on the loser side of the bracket. Final chance for both these players, and that round start will not be that jump back chain, as Hollow respects that, was that, I think 5C?
I think that was 5C.
From Hazama coming out.
Hazama buttons are like, sometimes you look at them and you're like, wait, that was a heavy button. It didn't look like one. You see, wave dash it forward, trying to get closer. 5C trading with a button from Hazama right now. Yep, Chick with the hit. Good confirm, because sometimes you can drop those really easily with Hazama, man. Challenging.
Yep, trying to catch Chixama, falling down to the ground, going right under the dive from Hollow, and popping the OD as well, getting some extra damage onto the table, and recovering a little bit, helping the process. Into the super. This is going to be doing a good amount of damage. Not going to be able to take out Hollow just yet. We are in that kind of guess her game, one-touch scenario. Oh my god.
Right in the sky. Get out of there. I control this area. Nice blocks from Chixama on that overhead too. Staying standing.
I love how aggressive we're playing.
Dude, you got to be super aggressive. You don't want this character moving anywhere. I like that Chixama, again, being very solid and actively responsible with their defense, because they called it a few things.
That might be it.
But soon as Hollow lands a hit.
Don't let Chick burst.
Don't drop it, Hollow. You can finish it. You can finish it.
Enhanced super. Oh
my god.
There it is. Is it enough?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Am I being able to do that? Just what more can you ask for with a character like Mai? What more can you ask for? You got some of the best movement, some of the best normal, some of the best offense in certain matchups, of course, and you're able to fend off characters like Hazama who want to be annoying and constantly make you guess.
I got it. We make Flip be Flip work against standing normals, standing meaties. No, don't say yes. That's a joke.
Yes. I shouldn't be saying yes to everything, but it's a bad habit because I like saying yes. I always want to see good things happen, like that throw for Hollow right here. Good looking combo. Keep it up. The Oki should be coming up pretty soon here. Also the 5C trying to play dead, but that's the way. JC on the way down. JP. Attention.
Inactive flow as well, so going to be building up that OD gauge. A lot of meter as well. We are at 30 meter, almost 50. Burst comes out from Hollow. And now we're back at full screen. This is Hazama's playground.
Yes.
Gotta be scared of those spears, though, from Hollow if we choose to toss those out. And I think Chixama is really looking for that.
Trying to let that meter build as well. Again, passively building that meter with low health right now. Chixama trying to play the longer game here. Just scouting out where they can go in at some point. Hollow goes in, but just barely hitting. Oh! And sniping them out the sky. Hollow will be making that first game theirs. And then round 1 and 2 will repeat again. Game 2's coming up pretty soon, bro.
And just such a simple rotation of options coming in from Hollow right there at the end. It's like, yeah, I'm going to just jump, neutral jump, see what you're doing, right? If you commit to something, I always have my air actions available. You know, leaving that option available, you know, having the spear, having our JC, having the dive, and we utilize that to great effect.
Exactly. We're going to get our stage set here in just a little bit. And again, guys, Hip-HopKick 2026 presented by Ghost, official energy drink of Hip-HopKick. If you're here, make sure you grab one. If you're at home, make sure you grab one. I don't care how you do it, but just enjoy the good times that we're having right now with Endless Despair #2, a banger song coming up. And now we will be locking in. Will either Chixama go down here and Hollow move on, or will she tie it up? We're about to find out right now. Stepping into the first round. What's the starter choice? Evasion, already a good choice. And Chixama getting that momentum started early as possible, but the drop happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
And this is not going to be looking pretty.
No knockdown is not great. Hollow also outside of the corner isn't great either. And Chixama trying to correct that, going for that jump over to try and push Hollow into the corner instead. But Hollow just on top of the defensive game and mashing out of that sequence.
Oh, my guy is spitting in the background during this losers finals.
All right, and that's going to be the Hotention coming out. Going to be a decent amount of damage right there. Should be able to, not able to get the double super just yet. Should be able to find the knockdown, however. Hollow, one touch away.
Oh, tried to roll out of there, too. Yeah, that was a good call out there from Chixama. Being very aware that that can hit from behind, too, calling out your roll options. when you have to play grounded gameplay, it is very, very tricky, especially with someone like Hazama. If you don't know how to roll away or defend against that Oki scenario, it's rough. It's very rough.
Right. Okay, let's see what we do here.
Okay.
Burst from Hollow.
And Chixama with 6 seconds on their OD, soon to be going to 7 and maybe 8. Good blocks right there. Trying to get out of the corner and does so, but again, you're still dealing with an active mind, constantly throwing out buttons like that right there to get you right back in the same situation.
Yes, and this is also super big from Hollow's play as well, is seeing these preemptive, unreactive JCs as well. Such a big button that just walls out Chixama if we're trying to go for these chain flops to approach.
Oh my God!
And the air throw, snatching Hollow out of the air and trying to finish that combo, not going to find it, blocks out the super, finds a counter hit, which is very, very big. Counter starter.
Spent the meter. Put me over here. Ding. Hey, Maya could do 5k damage. Hazama could do 5k damage. Just got to get the right button for it.
Yup, that's so true.
Alrighty. So Chixama with the first set, or second set for their side. Words are hard to find, y'all. Very much of big apologies. But are we going to be seeing a character like to kind of rewind? No. Straight back into it. Again, last game to see who goes on further into the bracket because this is losers semifinals. Who's going to lose on them? Oh, losers finals, actually. Oh, my God.
Yeah, losers. Wait, we're still in losers semis. But
about to double check again. Hold up.
we're not losers finals just yet. We're actually top 6. So right now, it is that first and 2, so one more game for either of these players will be able to give them the win. And look at Chixama really feeling themselves with those 5Bs on Hollow's block. And Hollow finally finding a way out is going to be able to reset that pressure as well with that 5B afterwards.
Chixama tricking up. Oh, the guard break for a minute there. Nice blocks for Chixama. Good on defense. Actively staying aware of what's happening. The Mixo King's about to come out and play the game. Chixama mixing them up. 5A. Starting us off. One combo. This should be it to do the kill right here. Throw him over there. Weave. Get the swords. Get the snakes. Get everything. Get that damage. Kills.
Yeah, no burst. Can't do anything about that. With that low health, we definitely didn't want to go for it either. We have 5 pips on that OD gauge, however, so Hollow will be getting that decently soon here. Just needs to last a little bit longer to be able to find it and then get this win here against Chixama to stay in the game. Chixama, though, find that first blood.
Yep. Hollow in the corner right now, doing good on defense, but the air throw, hey, I don't want you in that sky no more. Get right down from there. We need to play the game of the Oki situation. What are you going to do here, Hollow? That's the big question. Pressing buttons is a little bit risky, but had the burst as an option to escape, knew that they were going to start bleeding out more and more, and Hollow trying to get back into the swing of things here. Very, very challenging with defense like Chixama's right now, doing absolutely good, creating that space, goes in and flies away, but goes right back in like Spider-Man. Shout out to Marvel Tokon if you're hopping on that beta, but a good counter hit confirmed with the O-Tension following up, and Chixama does have OD.
That should be enough here. OD getting popped, increasing the damage of this combo, but not gonna find it. Chixama.
Hollow on defense right now.
Not get the win just yet, but now we will. As Hollow tries to jump out, gets clipped by that button from Chixama, and that will be the win there. Chixama moving forward through losers, sending Hollow out of the bracket. Unfortunately, only one of them can move forward here, and that is something that, it's a tournament at the end of the day, so the one person has to move forward.
But man, I want to see both of them move forward. Bro, it's competition.
And someone let Zen have the stage and the music, because look at we are playing on Judgment Day. We are playing this Ragna theme.
Yes.
We are fully in the zone, and Dark Souls 2 is playing on Zen's home turf.
Man, I don't know how to call it, bro. It is what it is. Nice, confirmed.
But notably here, Dark Souls 2 has access to the Cat Hammer. And look at that. You're in the bonk range, and you have to expect that Cat Hammer to come out at some point.
Yes.
Missile is going to be up next. So Zen actually going to be jumping over that preemptively to prevent Dark Souls 2 from getting an advantage.
Bing in the corner now. Dark
Got
Souls
that.
2.
We're going to use it. There it is. Reversal.
Swallow Moon trying to see if Zen was going to wake with a DP, but again, Dark Souls 2 playing it passively as much as possible. Got to keep in mind that low lifers right there. Does get the confirm, picks up with the 3C right after that, and finishing the combo to probably get a knocked out Oki scenario. What's it going to look like with the hard car? Swallow Moon mix, good block, and no punish on DP. It might have been a little too far away, I think. But Papa the Miracle Gene has enhanced items, posse OD. Not enough to save their life, though.
Yeah, just mistimed it slightly there. Was expecting to probably find that last hit on the OD, but didn't find it. Dark Souls 2 getting a little too antsy there by tossing out the bombs, and Zen on reaction popping that Carnage Scissors.
Right. You know what? I got to write that down. I see that gap. Write it down. Write that down. Blocking it out. So far, so good. Zen just watching, patiently waiting. Tried to go for the Nightmare Edge, thinking he read the movement option right. Nope. Dark Souls 2 full combo to put us in the corner here. Does have Pan and bullets next. Now how does it turn out? Pan.
There it is, Pan giving you a little bonk on the head as well, just like the hammers.
First as an option, too, of course, on the table. So does Zen use it, or did it go for the OD? Misses a throw and the booty bump right after that. Following on your mistakes, Zen won't be using that burst, though. Just going to take the kill here because, again, going into that next round is super vital. You need that OD for anything or burst for anything just in case, because now whoever gets this gets the momentum of the first game and can carry on with that the entire way through.
Yeah, we lost the rock, paper, scissors game way too much there. So Zen holding on to that burst as a resource later on, or that OD later as well, because that can be another way for Ragnar to really find that giant amount of damage. The air DP there on Dark Souls 2, a very damning move if it gets blocked, but Zen is outside of the limitations of man.
But Ragnar is never outside the limitations of what he could do. DP is definitely one way to get away from that scenario. Oh. Barrier for a little minute, try to call out something there. No punish on the fan. Oh, what a trade.
5B trade. JC to approach, 2D into the fireball, getting the dash up as well. Gauntlet Hades tries to go for the fallout. Great check there from Dark Souls 2, preventing that option, and Zen finding the throw.
Had the burst there, didn't want to get hit by that. Throws the fan, I don't need it no more. Has hammer as an option, cat hammer, and then a bigger hammer next.
He's going to try to pop Astral.
He might just. Let's see if it happens. Yes, he does.
You know he's looking for it. You know he's looking for it.
As a Susanna player, I would be too.
Like, you see the patience from him.
I see
Zen
it.
Suddenly, like, you know, jumping from full screen, blocking, waiting for his opportunity, and there he is, found another throw, knowing that Dark Souls 2 is getting a little susceptible to these throws because of how airborne we are.
Yep.
So, you know, going for the Astral, optimal, really clean stuff there from Zen.
And that's always a good thing, too. I like that patience from Zen, like you just mentioned, man. It always lets you know how experienced a player is. Not only that, but lets you know how much reaction are they going to be doing to everything. Beautiful confirm with the 5D on counter hit from Zen here. Gonna go for that ender, of course. Knocks it down. What's it looking like? 6B has something to say.
Oh my gosh, and the lead that we built up so far is insane here. Dark Souls 2, our Texas Showdown champion, may be going down very quickly here. One more hit is all we need for Zen. Platinum holding on by the skin of her teeth. Can Dark Souls 2 find this comeback into the super here? We got the enhanced treasure chest.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, catching the Ragnar.
I hate those treasure chests so much. Again, they're going to be there for a long while. She can only throw out 2 at a time. But again, that was there for a long time. It does not go away, even if you hit her. And there's another chest staying right over there. Zen, very aware of that being there, trying not to get activated. Keeping it in mind, does want to do
hammers.
What more can you do? He's playing around it.
Enhanced hammer, give him the little bonk. And just like that, we might make this comeback.
Ooh,
no, there is the axe kick. And I love the rooting from Zen as well. Once again, being very cognizant of the treasure chest and always staying outside of the range and finishing it with the fireball instead.
That's what you have to do. Because, again, when you see that chest, it's scary. It's knocked down right here. Or not knocked down, but fortunate enough, further into the corner. This is where Zen wants them at. Going for those 6D, JD, blocking loops. But Dark Souls 2 with a good counter hit confirmed. Again, in the corner, same scenario, rinse and repeat, read the back of the shampoo bottle. What's our Oki looking like right here?
We got rockets, and we got halos. Probably going to be seeing that come out very soon here. Yeah, not going to be able to block that successfully. I think this is going to be a final game, final round situation here.
Yeah, 100%. And the names will be coming up on the screen in just a moment, guys. A few technical things happening in the background, but it is what it is. Most normal thing in the universe. By the way, 4.9, this character just does damage like it's just nothing.
All right.
Around so far. Drops down.
Nope.
Don't you love getting hit by that? I don't love getting hit by that.
Yeah, and that's just one of those things where, like, you have to always be seeing what that Platinum is doing there on the bottom right of the screen, because if you're not paying attention, you're going to go for options like that where you're right under the hammer, where you can just basically give Dark Souls 2 an easy layup.
Right. Jumping up, trying to chase down Zen right now. And Dark Souls 2, again, getting the hits, does have the gift boxes available, but they're not enhanced, so they're not going to be there forever, probably.
Ooh, 5D into the fireball. Playing it safe with that spacing game there.
Again, being very cognizant.
Ooh, throw counter. This is big. That's going to be getting us a fantastic corner position. Now Dark Souls 2 back up against the wall. What are we going to do? Cat Hammer, of course. Cat Hammer again. Cat Hammer again.
Yeah, you got one more left.
We're going to jump back Cat Hammer right here.
Block.
Oh, no, we found the hit.
Okay.
Cat Hammer.
No more Cat Hammer. Get hit by 5B. Bop, bop. Knocks down. Gets in front of your face.
OD.
Pops the OD trying to save themselves. Miracle Gene with enhanced weapons this time. Well, how are you going to use them?
Oh! Why would we do that?
Zem had risked it all. Just wanted to see what would happen. I understand the mentality. But
No!
again,
Oh my
you're
God!
putting yourself in a corner.
What are we doing?
Counter hit, and that's a wrap for Zen. 1 game up for Dark Souls 2. Believe we're 1-1 in the set count right now. So this next game will decide it all. Who will move forward? Who will be done for today? Says we're enjoying some good old-fashioned BlazBlue scrap. Roundstar air dashing away, doesn't want to give Platinum the momentum early on. 5C just keeping them out. Again, Dark Souls 2 being very mindful that he knows Zen wants to go in, so he's just going to keep throwing these items out, zoning them out as much as possible. But as soon as Gitbox comes in, it's just Zen's like, nah, I'm not going anywhere further. Beautiful confirm.
Yeah, right now Zen is really just swinging for the fences, trying to find these hits where he can. Double Cat Hammer. Once you hold on to a few, though, here for neutral, because they're going to be very important if we can find that hit, and that we will.
Oh,
We're
again!
in the death range of the Cat Hammers, and find that. No, mistimed it!
And then just lets the first hit rock, get some pretty big damage, pops the OD to tack on the spikes.
Uh-oh.
Good blocks, good punish.
Burst on the side of Dark Souls 2, OD
misses
on the
the
side of Dark Souls 2. What are we going to go for here? Going for a hell side can be very risky here from Zen, but that's going to be a burst coming in from Dark Souls 2. Pushing Zen a little bit further away, but Zen's immediately right back in Dark Souls 2's face. And the 5D lands at the maximum range. No cancel RC, however. So Dark Souls 2 is still in the game, and Zen will be also bursting Dark Souls 2 into the corner, blocking the bombs, but not blocking the pogos.
Oh, man. And
50 meter.
Bombs away, bombs over
What's it gonna be?
Baghdad. And then a J, B, or C hits on the way up. Zen getting counteracted in the air, man. Now they're on their last legs right now.
Yeah, we try to go for that Hell Scythe RC. I could see it coming. And Zen was just trying to find a way to easily neutral skip there against Dark Souls 2. But Dark Souls 2 wanted to keep as close to Ragnar as possible to prevent that from happening. And we saw that check so effectively there from Dark Souls 2 coming out. And Dark Souls 2 continuing to keep that momentum going here into this round. One more round and we are out. Zen out of the corner, but not for long. Dark Souls 2 swapping sides. DPRC.
That was a scary situation to be in. Zen blocking it out, but Cat Hammer has something to say, and it's my win today. Dark Souls 2 taking it 2-1 over Zen will be moving further into the bracket known as loser semifinals to face off against Chick Zama. And that is a goodbye to Zen, but shout outs to the man. He did super wonderful, did his hardest to try and evade Platinum as much as possible, man. But with the character that's just as agile, has the zoning capabilities, and of course has some pretty strong normals to boot when you try to contest. It's rough. It can get very rough. I don't care what happens, but Tench does. They want the dub. So I can't speak on that one. I can only speak for Susano.
And I think if anything, what Tench wants to see is Dark Souls 2 rolling up to the stage, because Tench has already beaten Dark Souls 2 once and has that confidence that we can beat Dark Souls 2 again.
Exactly. These boys literally just played at TRM, a Houston, Texas local out there where I'm living at and based at, of course. Shout out to TRM and a shout out to Houston, Texas FGC scene. Because, man, Tench and Dark Souls 2 went at it at TRM, bro. But Chick Zama and Dark Souls 2 going at it once again. Loser semifinals. The winner of this will be moving on to losers finals as per usual, of course. And Dark Souls 2 with the momentum already. Beautiful combo here. Gets the ender. Goes for the JC Oki. But bursting early. Chick Zama's going to have to work without it for a brief moment.
Woo. Rocket straight into the hammer. And, oh my God, we are putting Chick Zama 9 feet under. Holy moly. Look at this health lead that we built up so far into the super. got enhanced treasure
Box.
chest, and this is so painful here for Hazama, dealing with these treasure chests, denying so much of the screen and where you can actually move with those chains. And you can see that right now we're just waiting. We're hoping that we can find a hit here against...
as soon as you try to go in, there's the box. Here's a surprise for you, a perfect 7-letter round, and that's going to be round 1 for Dark Souls 2 here, doing super well in that first game, or first round against Chigzama here today. Nice IB. Soon as they saw the snake come out, chains goes in. Chigzama now being on the aggressive side this time. Doesn't want to give Dark Souls 2 a chance, but again,
oh my god, it's so active!
It's so active. I can't stand that one, bruh. Goes from Dark Souls 2, gets the knockdown, goes for this usual setup. Goes low, having the burst early. Again, Chigzama doesn't want to deal with that situation of a combo dealing damage and having to get on their last legs, especially when you have a round up. Just play around, use your burst, and just see how long you can last, because one mistake is all it takes for the snowballing effect to happen, and it gets everybody. Doesn't matter how strong you are.
I think Bat is going to come out. Yeah, there it is. The moment that Chigzama got close, the Bat is being represented from Dark Souls 2. I don't know how long we want to hold on to it, though. So we're just going to alternate straight into the hammer instead. And what a perfect item to find. I mean, instantly anti-airing Chigzama as this giant hitbox that we can't get around.
And that, man, the way that hammer came out, you just feel the damage tag. I was like 1, 2, 3, like, ow, ow, ow.
Right.
That hurts, man.
Yeah,
seeing that.
Like the moment you see that super pop and the hammer comes through, it's like, okay, now you have like this 1 second of thinking about, okay, how do I prepare for this Mario Party minigame? What am I, what position am I in, and what should I be doing in response to this item? Because a lot of time too, Platinums are going to be taking advantage of that screen pause from the super, and probably just going to be letting that that item rip immediately, especially with an item as strong as hammer up close.
Stepping into the second game here, Dark Souls 2 is up on 1, and now we're going to see how Chigzama plays this out, because again, this may be their potential last run. Cat Hammer getting a good counter hit, but no combo was in sight. Using the burst early once again. I'm not too sure if that's working out in Chigzama's favor. He's losing out on OD in certain moments instead of trying to hold, instead of using a burst like that. Overhead, okay, getting some momentum here. Gonna have to put Dark Souls in the corner and just make them guess as much as they can.
Gotta be careful though. Hammers is such a good item to have versus Hazama. Dark Souls 2 yet to find any, but you can see that Chigzama is just so scared of it, not wanting to approach because of the fear that the hammers are going to come out. Frying pans now on the side of Dark Souls 2 to use. But you got to be a little bit closer. It's not quite as good as those cat hammers at reaching far away.
Tacking up on the damage right now, trying to make sure they get as close to kill as possible, but the drop happened, and it gets everybody. Nice. Getting the pressure on either side. Doing a combo with 2-8 here. Backing away, just wants to see what Dark Souls is going to do. Kind of looking out for that OD, actually, I want to say.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Yes, very good for Dark Souls 2 right now. But Chigzama with the held lead can run away and get the confirm. Try to pick up after that, but a little bit slow. Backs away, just let the items come at you as they will.
Perfect.
Gets the confirm with the bomb.
And we got the presence as well.
Oh, man, one more hit could do it. Woo! At this point, for both players, who's going to get it first?
Yet.
Oh, Miracle Gene has enhanced
Super treasure chest.
Has the bullets coming up right after that, too. And Platinum with OD or Burst available as an option. But the kick up into the sky will anti-air Dark Souls 2. And that's round 1 in this set for Chigzama.
Dark Souls, you built a fortress right there. Why did we approach?
He got too close. He got a little bit too...
We walked outside of our castle walls.
As Sense would say, too much stank. Too much stank on it, bro. Alrighty, pushing Chick to the corner, finishing his combo.
Okay, can we talk about the item luck from Dark Souls 2? How did we start with Cat Hammer twice against Hazama?
He gets it so quick.
I mean, like, it's like probably like, I don't know, top 2 items.
Top 2 items for sure,
Chigzama.
100%. And look at the halo right there, just covering so much distance. Chigzama knowing not to go any further than where they were at on that screen here. Gets him with the 6A right now. Does the OD to beat out the option from Platinum here. And this is going to be probably a reset somewhere, but it looks like it messed it up there. Oh, double bat.
Okay.
In the corner
Hammer,
here.
now we have the enhanced. Yeesh. Oh, God. Okay, Hotention coming through. Have active flow as well, so Chigzama going to be building up a decent amount of meter here, especially on the OD side there.
Oh, no tag. Wow, the clash with the hammer on the way down.
Of course.
But it wasn't enough, and that's going to be dead for this round here, using the meter to cash out. Dark Souls 2 tying it up 1-1 in the round count. And now we got to see, will Chigzama tie it up, or will Dark Souls 2 run away with it?
That is the question. Dark Souls 2 with one more round to go here. Chigzama does have burst, does have OD, can use it if we find the opportunity, and Hazama's OD is just so good, but that's going to be a burst coming in from Chigzama because of the fact, too, that our defense is kind of lacking, so we need to use these system mechanics.
And I like that they threw the parry that was about to happen, being super aware of it last time, taking a pause to really pay attention to what's going on there. Jumps up, but letting Platinum escape the corner. Now you go right back over there, young child. Gets hit with the low, and now we get a full combo up. Again,
no, not quite.
But still, in the corner, though, is Platinum. That's where you want them to be. However, you see the combo happening. You know what's about to be happening to Chigzama, getting placed into the corner. Instead, reversing the situation here and pressing a button, getting another full conversion with no OD, no burst to save your life right now. Dark Souls 2 is trying to run away with it as hard as possible here. Does Chigzama have an answer? 6 seconds on her OD clock right now. Coming up to 7, and Dark Souls 2 getting a confirm is going to be sealing the deal.
Oh my
here.
God, no way!
Necessary
No way!
That is Dark Souls 2 taking it 2-1 over your top 3 winner of Texas Showdown. If I didn't, I mean, they were going to be upset. They were going to be upset. I'm just biding my time. Now is not the time to be going for the trophy. When it happens, though, when I'm on Grand Finals, when I reset that bracket, I'm going to say it right now, I will be popping off as hard as hell. And you will be hearing me shout Houston, Texas loud as hell to the top of my lungs.
Anyways,
though. Austin boys, I love y'all. Y'all good. I love y'all. But I'm coming for y'all's next one player at a time. And I play with you guys so much, too. You guys have helped me a lot. So I really appreciate that. But we got to appreciate the loser's final set. Again, first to 3. You know how it goes. Tench versus Dark Souls 2. Starting off, getting the orb seal early. And what are the options that we have now? Trying to run away, but it's not going to work out. Tench keeping up the momentum strong, punishing the hard card with a 2A, getting the sword and Sand Splash to back away and maybe let Dark Souls 2 come to them. But a Susan player says, no, I'm getting in front of your face. Good confirm from Tench, holding all of this damage. Bam, 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 bam.
Ooh, this pressure is just so damn suffocating here for Tench. Making it so that Dark Souls 2 really just could not breathe for so much of that round, but finally now let free, and we've seen what happens when you let Dark Souls 2 stay alive. We saw that happen against Chigzama. Dark Souls 2 is certainly capable of making this comeback and snowballing just in the same way that Tench will snowball with Susanna. We don't even have GP unlocked, right? So we don't even have that strong defensive mechanic available if we want to be able to get out of this pressure easily. And just like that, Dark Souls 2 has given up the life total. That super is going to get blocked. Dark Souls 2 should be able to clean this one up. Damage looking a little suspect, but just like that, Platinum cleans it up. Dark Souls 2 finding the comeback in the very first round, and what an exciting first round.
Yes, sir. And you know, the super being thrown out, you can already tell that that was supposed to be something else here. That's a normal thing that happens to a lot of us players in general, not just Susanoo. Anybody who has a super worth their salt that they're going to use. Like in the offense right now from Tench here, keeping Dark Souls pressured into this corner, missing that 5B confirm after the Sand Splash was a little too far away. And now Tench has sword unlock available. Doesn't want to use 4D just yet, just trying to snipe out and probably get another butt or another seal, but from above was Dark Souls 2 with the damn hammer.
So right there, we saw that Tench went for that 2C, but the problem is the 2C is multi-hitting. So we're kind of locked into that move a little bit longer than I think we would have liked.
Yeah.
And Dark Souls 2 just able to capitalize off of that. But still, though, Tench and Dark Souls 2 pretty even on the life count. Not on the barrier gauge, though, however, as Tench has been putting up so much pressure on Dark Souls 2 and not able to open up Dark Souls 2.
And now that Tench has DP unlocked and Sand Splash unlocked, the pressure can be good with Sand Splash, and the offense, or the reverse options. What the hell? Come on, man. Come on. Yo.
Oh, my God.
Can that patch come any sooner? Can that patch come any sooner?
Bro, they ain't gonna change that.
Yeah, it's not gonna change nothing.
Bro, they'll probably like break Susanna's kneecaps, not Platinum's. Dark Souls 2, 100-meter on the table. We can do whatever we want, and Astro is our option of choice, and that is gonna win. Tench still alive and not able to take the KO just yet. Dark Souls 2, no more barrier remaining.
No barrier.
We have hammer, but we also have access to parry as well.
No, what a 5C, another 6A is the simple button that takes it for that first game here. Jesus Christ. After whiffing the Astro in the combo, after having barely in a barrier. You have a menacing Susano chasing you down. You lose to a 6A. Come on, man.
Bro, we are just playing with our food. Okay, and also, like, I didn't even know how it has actually been connected. I just trust that Dark Souls 2 was going to be able to find it. So
that went.
I'm a bit betrayed by the fact that Dark Souls 2, didn't know how to do it correctly.
It happens to the best of us, man. And sometimes Astros just don't work with certain combos. It is what it is. I'll tell you this, though.
Oh, renewing the cat hammers. You thought it was over, but we're at the big 5 once again. Count them out. 1, 2, and we got 3 more remaining into the hip check, into the bubble.
Man.
What a round from Dark Souls 2.
That is going to be the first, like you said, first round. Really, really impressive, especially after what seemed to be like a scrambly last round in the last set, man. 2A pressing, challenging Tench right now, but Tench does have overdrive as an option. Coming up soon, but he's going to spend it for burst instead. And tried the 6B run up, but no. Dark Souls 2, too ready. Pushing Tench to the corner right now. But again, this is what you like to see for Dark Souls 2 if you're a Platinum player. Giftbox blocking it out. Couldn't block the low for too long. And Tench, again, rinse and repeating the situation.
Yeah, right now it feels like Tench is trying to predict these mix-up options from Dark Souls 2 rather than actually reacting to them, right? So like the hip check, for example, preemptively standing up instead of choosing to block out those lows. And is that going to be a double perfect?
Yeah, that's
P-E-R-F-E-C-T? Oh my god.
Oh, no,
not quite.
No, wait.
Still alive.
Hold on. One more hit will do it. Blocks the 60 and punishes with a dash of 5A. Good job on Dark Souls 2 being ready for that. And that's already 2-0. Already 2-0.
Dude. Tench beat Dark Souls 2 and 2-1 in winners before top 8. And now suddenly things have completely swapped. Dark Souls 2 with that 2-0 lead over Tench instead, even find that double perfect to take game number 2. Dark Souls 2 is out of control, and Tench needs to be able to be that stop sign, funnily enough, as Susano to prevent Dark Souls 2 from advancing even further.
And you know what else is crazy? See, what I want to see more from Tench is being a little bit more patient, because you have to keep in mind Souls will always constantly run around, make you guess. What a 60 on wake up, and again, keeping up that offense is what you want to do. You don't want Souls to move around too much, and when they do, just watch and wait it out. Tench is falling for the loop that happens to a lot of us, but with this super, big 6B confirmed, but the burst was there for a reason. Probably should have baited it out, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. Here's the air throw. Dark Souls 2 back in the driver's seat, taking home, trying to this round, and getting Tench with a good 5A, getting the full combo here.
Not going to be able to find the kill just yet, so this is going to be a good amount of damage to be able to lock all of our seals.
Too much tank on that combo. That happens to a lot of us.
We still have our slide ban on the side of Dark Souls 2.
Playing it slow and steady. Tench being very aware that they have ban and bat. Spends the RC to 60. Guard break, but not close enough. And that's at level 3 Sand Splash too. That will automatically guard crush and do fatal.
Woo! Avoids the fan. We have the bats, but we don't have it just yet. There it is. And activating the bats. And we don't even need to use it. Dark Souls 2 finds the final hit to take us to set point every single time that Tench, is able to get something going and around. We bring us to the wire, but we just cannot close it out.
No. And you just can't tell what it is. It's really rough because you get there. You just don't know what the answer is all the time. Happens, man. Get a good knockdown.
Sets at the bubble.
Yep.
Don't get into it. No! Banking on the fact that we thought we could find a hit against Dark Souls 2 or maybe try to cancel it into a different move on block. But unfortunately for Tench, Dark Souls 2 was one step ahead there, avoiding it entirely, just like we were avoiding that DP entirely and continuing to maintain this core position.
Very good. Offense looking nice right now. Tench is probably going to be dead here. Yeah, I can see it happening right now.
OD enhanced super.
No! Wait, okay,
there it is.
Okay.
Yep.
I forget that follow-up picture, so I'm not going to lie. All right, grand finals, guys. Swirly glasses, Dark Souls 2. Again, Dark Souls 2 and losers. Let's get this round started. What's our options looking like, boys?
Yeah, here at Hip-HopKick, swirly glasses already going to be starting this train rolling. Not going to be able to find a very big confirm, but just a small pack of damage back and forth. It's going to start adding up over time, especially after a combo like this.
And I want to say you mentioned it earlier. Platinum having a lot of items, right? Not having that step dash, that's going to give her not only a lot of space to move closer and closer, but avoid those items that come after her as well. Swirly already with strong combo game, strong offense, and getting that first perfect round again. We're seeing a lot of those today.
Yeah, so I like that you mentioned that, right? The dash, the teleport from 9. Having that frame 1 projectile invulnerability is going to be very big.
Yes.
With how Dark Souls 2 wants to be spacing out, swirling with a lot of projectiles,
Yes.
right? So that's going to be very useful. But at the same time,
Look, just happened right there. They baited the get box by going forward and back.
But yeah, no, at the same time, Dark Souls 2 has access to very big moves in the form of something like Cat Hammer, which can actually cover multiple angles of that teleport. So if you choose to link into another one, there's a pretty good chance that Cat Hammer is going to be able to catch both ones.
Getting hit with the rock right now. Again, what's the open going to look like? We're going to have Fairy coming up soon. Actually has a rock available instead. Uses it, but be able to block on time. The offense is looking good for Swirly. Has a reflection mirror right in the back pocket.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
We're blocking it all.
Look at where we're at right now, bro. And all of that offense defended. Dark Souls 2 in the driver's seat, taking home this combo to put us on the other side of the coast right now. What's it looking like for the Swirly Glasses? Does a CA.
Oh, we're setting up.
Yes, sir.
We're setting up the Urien right here. Hammer. Burst.
I think he wanted to bait that burst.
Yup.
Ooh. Careful, careful, careful.
Finds his way.
One more hit will
Avoids
do
the
it.
Navy pressure. Oh! Just outside of that Cat Hammer range.
Yes, man. Just outside. 5C, very good win normal. And that's going to be Swirly taking home the first game for their side of the board.
1-0 here for Swirly Glasses. 2 more to take the win. Off to a great start already, but things were looking so spooky. The way that Dark Souls 2 just plays with the hurts in these rounds is crazy.
Yeah, man. It's definitely crazy. Good burst right there, though. Didn't want to have to deal with any more items coming out in those Swirly Glasses right now. Throws out the Fairy, and Platinum, again, she can't really do much. The Fairy is active for a brief moment, and Swirly's already getting closer to that range where they can just box with them as long as possible. Rock is available, uses it in the combo. Gonna go for the Rock again, or the Fairy setup too? No, Morganite.
Yeah, Morganite went to keep Dark Souls 2 grounded right there. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. The fact that we're able to catch Dark Souls 2 despite finding its way to the other side and out of the corner, even avoiding a rock in the process. You know, we had the idea there, but Swirly Glasses was just that one step ahead, bringing us to another round win on the side of Swirly Glasses, looking to take one more to bring us to a 2-0 lead, and we are off to the races once again, just finding consecutive hits back to back.
That man stayed in the air for so long, threw out Kunzite, air dash after that just to try and only get hit by one bullet, and now we're in the corner here. Dark Souls 2's favorite place to be, but 9 says, no thank you, I'm leaving, and I'm in front of your face. You're in the corner now. Let's play the game. But anti-air option, get into the counter hit, confirm. We're going to read the back of the bottle. Where are we going? To the other side of the coast. What are we doing? Setting you up for failure. Nice offense from Dark Souls 2. Good block on the overhead. Swirly running away. Throws out the lightning ball. Trying to get closer and closer. Does so too. Throws the rock. And here we go. Full combo drop there. It doesn't matter. You have the advantage. Hardcore, mommy circular. Going to get themselves a full combo here. Doesn't want to have to spend burst should they have to, but take the kill. You got the next round. You got OD and burst to work with. Pick your poison wisely.
Yeah, both players going to be starting with equal resources here. Going to be starting with the bomb on the side of Platinum. He's going to chuck them out, see what we can deal with them. Yeah, you Navy pressured me. I had the bomb in response.
Exactly. Bombs over Baghdad. Very good B.O.B. song. B.O.B. I'm sorry. Outcast. I'm bugging. Anywho. Goes out another bomb, and right there, the snipe from above. But Swirly with the burst, didn't want to let them get too much advantage. Trying to keep them in the corner, but buttons are not hitting them on block, and that's hurting by a lot. It's not close enough, and Swirly kind of crumbling right now. Dark Souls 2 taking advantage of this situation here. Doing a wonderful job. What's it going to be? Counter hit confirmed. Are we dead is the question. I think so. Pop the OD, Dark Souls.
No, oh yeah, we got OD. You're right.
Oh, don't even need it. We're good.
Yeah, Super going to be able to hit that minimum damage threshold we need to find the KO. And Dark Souls 2 is back in the game and starting our journey to that reset. Starting that pilgrimage to our reset.
Yes.
And the win at the end
of the longest journeys always take one step, man. That's what you hit. That's what it says when you hit the lessons training room inside BlazBlue. Lessons. longest journey takes one step. And the longest step right now is for Dark Souls 2 to make it to a Grand Finals reset right now.
Yes, that is true. Rock going to be extending this combo here for Swirly Glasses, and actually going to be ending that one with the rain to hopefully try to lock down Dark Souls 2 for just a moment. Aegis Reflector!
Oh.
But no, it just gets broken immediately from Dark Souls 2, not wanting to have any of it.
And I like how Swirly's playing is right now, just letting Dark Souls 2 come closer to them. 4A, very strong 4-frame button. There's a beautiful aerial counter hit confirmed. And Swirly gonna run home with it all the way to the corner. Beautiful RC. And now it is time to play the game. Rock blocks the Morganite as well. And still in the corner. Swirly just playing in that box. Again, this is how Nine wants to treat everybody to get that round.
Yeah, perfect right there. I love how Swirly Glasses had so many of those, like how we rotate through the rock, and then we kept Windstocks available as well without converting into a spell so that we could go for the 5D and just basically fill up the entire screen like that.
Yes. Alrighty, Swirly once again in the hot seat, taking control of this, trying to make this set 2-1 right now on their side. Has Rock available in the back pocket, switches to Fairy. Now is going to be doing the same thing. Has Meteors to throw out this time, but we're going to stock that up. And now we're going for the knockdown. Switching around, there's the Meteor. Smaller one this time.
Okay, interesting. We got the Meteor, and we want to set it up probably with the Morganite as well. Probably a harder blockable setup incoming. Oh, no, goes for the cross-up instead.
And look at Swirly clapping, bro. He said, I got this man down.
Yes.
You are not going to not only beat my scene up, but come to my scene, live here, and try to take it again.
Yeah.
He's not letting it happen.
No, and like Swirly Glass is probably feeling good about this too, because this is kind of that get back here from Texas Showdown. This is probably that get back of the Austin Aerosols that Dark Souls 2 has been able to top, right? So Swirly Glasses, you know, continuing to show why he's like one of the strongest players of the region, and why he deserves to be one of the top TOs, top members of the community, right?
The guy. This is the guy.
This is the guy.
All right.
But it's not over just yet, right? Dark Souls 2 still in the game. 2 hammers left. You got the bat. The bat's not going to be too useful here against 9, so I expect Dark Souls 2 to throw that away the moment we get access to it.
I like what Swirly was doing too, just trying to play run away as long as possible. Probably trying to download something that Dark Souls 2 has been doing throughout this entire set. Just couldn't tell what it was. But they're going to have to take the hit, get a full combo for this. Probably even die almost, but then again, no meter. I'm not too sure how much we can do, but let's find out. We're pushing it. And that's it. One more hit will do it. Breaks it. Oh, man.
Yeah. You can't really counter assault the hammer like that.
Yeah. And having a good setup to bait out counter assault always helps you in this game.
Yeah, immediately tossing out the hammer. We don't need it. Oh, but hammer into bat, I'm sure doesn't really feel that good here.
Maybe pressure trying to get him on the way down, but it's not going to work out. Humping and hopping around, goes in, blocks the bat. Offense looking good for Swirly here. Has 3 fires up right now. Uses it just to get rid of it. Trying to see maybe they might have chosen the wrong movement choice. Keeps the OD this time. Only 1 second though, not going to be enough. Spends it to keep the 3 seconds on their clock right now. Dark Souls 2 with a full OD, but the bomb did not save the combo routing this time. Swirly Glasses taking the advantage of that with an aerial throw. And now, very good combo here. Resets the combo. Rinse and repeat. Here we go.
Mr. Swirly Glasses, you have my attention. What are we going to do right here? OD, EA, Morganite going to catch Dark Souls 2. Not enough to find a kill, however. We have the super fans.
It's all a timing thing right now.
Amethyst to lock down the aerial positioning so Dark Souls 2 can approach from the air right there. Very smart there from Swirly.
I love the way this is going right now for Swirly Glasses, but I also like the way it's going for Dark Souls 2, showcasing just how much tenacity they have to stay alive in this right now. 33 seconds are on the clock right now. There is no OD. Only one player has 50 meter. He is now using it to keep that wheel active as much as possible. Dark Souls 2, let's say goodbye to their barrier. Oh, wow.
Wow. The throw coming through, disguised by the clock.
Yes, that is called precision and perfect set play for someone like Nine the Phantom, staying true to the name of being one of the title of being one of the many annoying characters to deal with for stuff like that. However, Halo, also another annoying thing to deal with, giving Dark Souls 2 here the full string of comboing here.
OD activation from Swirly Glasses straight into the EA. That's going to force us our active flow immediately, just like so. Right under the cat hammer as well. Swirly Glasses is on set, point on tournament point, and he knows that. Backing up here. All right, going to block this out from Dark Souls 2, but there it is, the unblockable, forcing that knockdown there against Swirly.
Oh, yeah, man. Have to dash away there, too, getting very close. Throws the rock out after the RC. Very good call. Dark Souls 2 does have burst. Is on the last lower bits of their life. Will Swirly bait it out? Will he just call it out somehow? I can't tell you.
Oh, we got Bat. But you can see how aggressive Dark Souls 2 gets when he has Bat, right? He just wants to get in and start doing something. And right now, I don't think that is the play. Burst on the side of Dark Souls 2. Not getting baited out. Still alive. Enhanced fans coming through. Jumping to the other side. Trying to get cheeky. And there it is. The DP coming through. Swirly Glasses is your Hip-HopKick 2026 champion.